Lance with Sleeper Barbecue, and we're back with another cook today. Today we're going to be doing a breakfast sausage link and egg pie, I guess is what to call it. I saw this recipe on Facebook. I'm going to tweak it a little bit and make it mine, make some different additives, and I'm using a different meat protein to begin with. They use like a kielbasa type sausage, and I'm going to make this strictly, in my opinion, a breakfast pie. So stay tuned and we'll bring you right back. Alright YouTube, we are back. So off camera I just did a little bit of prepping of stuff. Always trying to keep my videos down, and I tell you, it just doesn't seem like I'm accomplishing that very well. But so it's basically in the egg that I'm pouring over top of the sausage. I've got about 1/3 of a green pepper, bell pepper, just really finely chopped up, because the missus is not a big fan of a lot of bell pepper. I also have about, that was probably, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon and a half of green pepper. Then I have about a teaspoon of green onion, and then I have 2 steamed shrimp left over from yesterday's cook that I said, you know, why not? I'm gonna throw that in there. So I've got that in there too, finely chopped up. So, you know, I'm going to go to my, again, chicken fried barbecue. I'm sort of kind of, not only for my cooks, but I like this stuff as a substitute, you know, even for the salt and pepper. You know, just sort of opt out of the salt and pepper and use this chicken fried in there. That's probably about, that's more than a teaspoon. I'd say a teaspoon and a half, maybe even 2. And then inside of here, I'm going to add 3 eggs. These are just fresh yesterday from the Amish farm, extra large brown eggs. And then I'm just going to beat this stuff up, whip it up. May even have to add a little bit of wine to this one, actually, is what I'm sort of kind of thinking. I think I will. And get it open. So this is just that wine that I go to. Oh, it's gotten all over the bottle, but just what do they call it? A Moscato white citrus wine. We're just going to beat this up, put it in the refrigerator, and let it all linger together here, YouTube, and we'll bring you back when we get ready to put the sausage links and bacon on the Weber. It's warming up now, so we will bring you back. Alright YouTube, we're back for a minute. I did add another egg in there, so that would be 4 eggs total. I have about 1/3 of a clove of garlic that I chopped up real finely and also put in here. And I put about 2 dashes of Old Bay hot sauce into here also. So just wanted to bring you up to date. and we'll bring you back. Alright YouTube, we're back. We're going to get our links on here. Got the vortex going. Using B&B lump charcoal and a little bit of briquettes. These are store-bought links. So I'm hoping they're gonna work out for me. Alright YouTube, we're back. Got the sausages cut up a little bit. I'm going to throw some bacon on here also. Get this bacon cooked up so I can get it. This is a peppered, thick sliced bacon. It's going to cook extremely fast. See that or not, but that's the peppered bacon I'm using. I'm just going to break the bacon up to use it as a sort of a topping, I guess you could say, with along with the egg. Alright YouTube, so our bacon's pretty much done. Just trying to get it a little crispy so that I can break it up into smaller pieces. Don't need much heat. Pretty hot fire, so this stuff will cook pretty quick. So I'm just sort of dragging it across the flame. Alright YouTube, the sausages are coming along pretty well. I'm just going to babysit them for a little while longer. And we'll take it to the next step. We'll bring it back. Alright YouTube, we're bringing it down to the last little bit on these sausages here. Alright YouTube, all the sausages probed, and they are ready. I went inside and borrowed one of Mama's skillets. Sorry about the background noise again YouTube, but it is what it is. So we're going to let that heat up a little bit. I'm going to give a little bit of a shot of duck fat. Duck fat's cold, not going to spray. That's alright. We'll make it work. Just want to do this basically just to make sure I get a good release. Alright YouTube, sausage is sizzling. Now for the next step. So pour this egg mixture over top of everything. Probably wish I had a little bit more than I have. Alright YouTube, it's only been a few minutes. I've lost a lot of my heat. And it is sunny, but it's 33 degrees right now. Let's give it a look-see. It's starting to form. Alright YouTube, it's probably been about 20 minutes. scrubbed off to about 225 degrees. Give it a look-see. Oh yeah, come along good. Alright YouTube, we're going to take it to the next level. I'm afraid I'm going to, the next step rather, afraid this might cook a little too long if I keep letting it go. So this is just a mild cheddar, shredded cheddar. I'm going to top this off with lots of cheese. And we're going to come back for bacon. We had cooked up on the Weber earlier. Alright YouTube, we are in from the cold. We're letting this thing chill down, cool off a bit. The smells are absolutely amazing. Of course, my next concern is how am I going to get it out of that pan. But like I said, we're just going to let it cool off a little bit. And hopefully we can get a slice off of here. I'm thinking that probably because the sausage link was oily, I'm not quite sure how it's going to stay together because the eggs aren't going to really bind, you know, to that oily sausage. But we're going to let it cool a good bit because it's piping hot right now. And we'll bring you back. Alright YouTube, she's cooled down. Let's see if we can make this happen. See if we can't get a slice of this thing off and hope that it stays together. I did go in and borrow one of my wife's little spatulas. Trying to be extra careful here. I want to make sure I cut through all the sausage links so nothing really holds me back when I try to scoop this thing out of here. Because I'm really thinking with the sausage links being oily, I don't know that the eggs are going to bind to it like I was hoping it would, but hot damn. Worked pretty good. hopefully you're seeing that, YouTube. Alright, YouTube, let's see if we can get a bite of this thing. I'm impressed. It's like the bottom got a little bit crispy on me. Alright, YouTube, we're back for the recap. Good stuff. Really enjoyed it. If I was to critique my own cook, I'd say I'd probably leave the wine out of it. It's not that it gave it a bad taste or anything. It's just that it affected the eggs setting up. I believe is what it did. Again, it was fine. Everything was good, except for that fact that the eggs just seemed like it just didn't have quite the proper consistency to them. And I know they cooked. Because the casserole is what I'm calling it. Did get a little brown on the bottom of it. And the eggs, they were on there for, it was 25 minutes total. So but I was only cooking at 210 degrees, so it was good. I'll do it again for sure. I might even think about cutting the sausage links up into pieces instead of leaving the links whole. I was just sort of I liked that idea when I saw the recipe, how they used that ring of kibasi. I was like, I really like that. But what they did with the eggs when they poured it in, because the ring was so tight, you didn't really get egg between the kibasi sausage in their video or in their but the recipe video on Facebook. But so I wanted to do the separate, a little bit of a gap in between them so that I could get egg down into them. The other thing that I probably would change is that I would, instead of a mild cheddar, I think I would go with a sharp cheddar, or maybe even just a provolone or a mozzarella even. I think either of them would have been really good with the egg, with the topping. I think that's really about it. Again, make sure you keep open March 28th. We have a collaboration for a brisket cook with several channels. I think it's 8 or 9 now. You got George of 805 Barbecue Junkie. You got John with Salt, Pepper, and Fire. You have myself. You have JC with TBC Cooks. You have Ron with Cooking and Barbecuing. I'm pretty sure Kent with Daddy Dutch is going to be in there. I can't remember his name to save my soul. Lewis or Louie of Trumpet Master 77. You got Darnell with the Starving Pig Barbecue. I'm not really sure who else is going to be in it. It's a little bigger than what we thought it was going to get, but as far as participants, but that's fine. I just hope everybody wants to watch that many brisket videos, but time will tell. We got a little ways to go yet, a little more than a month before this even happens. So maybe somebody will drop out, but maybe someone will join in. And make sure you check out these other channels I just mentioned too. These are good guys, that I believe, you should go check them out. And if you like what you see, subscribe to them. And then you got the old guys that, I say old guy because I'm an old guy, but the original people with YouTube that I get a lot of information from and education. But I really I'd love to see some of them join in with the brisket collaboration too. I mean, you got CJ with Mama and Papa Joe. That guy is just, I get all kinds of information from him, and he's willing to answer some questions if you bounce a question at him. You got Russ Jones, Smoky Ribs. He actually left a comment on my seafood sausage, my seafood link video, which I thought that was very cool, Russ. Thanks for doing that. You got Ricer, Dead Broke, Barbecue. I mean, there's just so many of them. Justin with Baby Back Maniac, T-Roy. I mean, there's just a lot of guys that I consistently watch and follow just to get information, even if it's just, you know, a temperature on how they're cooking. It's all worth it. And I enjoy watching people enjoy what they're doing. YouTube, I think that's it. This is Lance from St. Mary's County, Maryland, Sleeper Barbecue. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, hopefully.